I'm still working on this system, guys, but I think I got it. At least I have it for now. And I'm doing it with the help of this cool little power box that I built out of an old mic case I had laying around. I got all the power stuff in here, and it's going to make my job a lot easier. If you're coming here for the first time, I'm Brian. Welcome to the channel. I'm one of the OGs here on YouTube. Been around on this platform since I think 2007 or something like that. And I don't have anything to sell you. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. I'm not trying to change your mind. But I would humbly ask if you could hit the like button. That helps the channel. So setting this up for the first time was different because I'm going caseless for the first time. And I was trying to think back, when was the last time I did that? That was at a multi-op in 1989, where they put the mixing board, the turntables, and the equalizer, and all that stuff in the retail boxes with the styrofoam and the whole bit. And that styrofoam was in rough shape, as were those boxes. They had a lot of duct tape on them. But that's how we hauled things around. After that, everything was in cases. And I put my first system together with cases. But I'm dealing with like an 8-pound controller. Why would I want to put this in a 25-pound case? So we're going to try the Jetpack Glide system. It'll be in later this week. And our first time out with this is on Saturday. Might do a setup day on Friday. I don't know, on the 9th. But the 10th is launch day. One thing I was struggling with, it's not much. If you look at it, we've got a controller. We've got a laptop stand, a laptop, set of headphones, a mouse. The cables, they were just hard to manage because the laptop has external power. This controller actually has external power. And I don't know that this stuff was made to go up and come down a lot, especially with a one-handed guy. So I put this together. I thought it might help, and boy, it sure does. Again, just working with what I had laying around. Looked around, what can I use to make my job easier? So I came up with this. Here's the power supply for the laptop. Here's the power supply for the controller. And I've wound the cables up, Velcroed them in here. I went out and I bought this 16 gauge flat style extension cord from Home Depot, which is my main power. So what I can do essentially is plug this into the wall, let's say over there somewhere. And then this is the right length to plug into the controller. This is the right length to plug into the computer. Do that. And some people were looking at the picture I posted on Facebook and they were saying, hey, why don't you drill holes in this thing or something for some ventilation so you can close the box? I could, but I've got everything in here with industrial Velcro, just if you're wondering. That's what I'm using. But I was thinking to myself, why do go to that trouble? I got this little piece of foam here. And I just take this, and it's kind of partially open. I can get my finger in here. That should be plenty of ventilation for those external power supplies, I'm thinking. If you think different, let me know in the comment section. But I think that'll be just fine. Keep it simple. That's the name of the game. And it packs up pretty quick. All right, it's time for the setup breakdown test. I don't have the Jetpack Glide system yet, so I can't pack it up in a case. But what I can do is break it down, put it on this table over here, and then set it back up, power it up, and make sure everything works. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn the system off. Now that's shutting down, I'll turn power off. Pop the headphones off while that's happening. I'm just going to set them over here for now. I'm going to start unplugging stuff like the power for the controller. This is the hard drive. This is the HDMI cable. And this is the power cable for the computer. So that's all done. I come down here, I unplug the power supply to the power box. Alright. Now packing this up, it's going to get a little better. It's a little clumsy right now because I'm still working out exactly how long I want some of these cables. And I'm trying to film all this stuff. But this is a 16 gauge extension cable, like I may have mentioned before. Just going to wind it up and kind of get it in here so When I close this, I think it's pinched. Of course, I just lay this stuff down in here. Should be just fine. Just like that. I have this little piece of foam I'm using to prop this open so it gets a little ventilation and I can still close the lid. Just gonna leave that in here. So, alright, that's all tucked in. It was easy to do. No big struggle or anything. And I can close up this box. Okay, that's done. Set this over here for now. The next thing I'm going to do, I think, is the laptop. It's a little tough for me to handle one-handed. It's not a great place to grab it, so I just kind of grab it underneath. I'll set it over here. Okay. So, let's get this box, stack this stuff up a little bit. Alright, next, I'll do the mic. Come on, let go. There we go. Weird angle. Put the mic over here. And the mic stand, of course. Get out of the way. Now, the controller is all unplugged. I do have this solid state hard drive. I'm just going to put it over here with the computer. The only thing I got left plugged in is this USB cable to connect the controller to the laptop. I do have a right angle plug back here, so I don't know if I'm going to leave that on or not. It's not really, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know, but for now I'm going to leave it on. Probably not. Take the controller. Put it over here. Of course, we have the mouse for the computer and the laptop stand itself. Not used to doing these. Usually got a different setup for a laptop stand. I don't have these tabletop units. But this folds up so small. I mean, it's nice in that regard. You see? Small, flat, lightweight. It's this gravity stand. I like it real well. So, it's going to set it right there. So that's the breakdown. Let's see how long it takes me to take all this stuff, set it up, and get the power going. I think the first thing I want to do is set up the laptop stand. Just because I have the tabletop to work with when I'm doing it. So, let's see here. Yeah. It's good. It's the top here. One-handed is always fun. Now I'm thinking what I want to do position-wise is set this toward the back of this 18-inch deep table. The controller is still going to sit on top of it, but it's going to not completely cover my controller. I'm going to be able to see what's going on. If I bring it too far forward, I cover the top of the controller. So next would be the controller. Hopefully, when I get that jetpack system, what I'm going to be able to do is kind of elevate it to unpack it. Otherwise, I'm bending down and standing up a lot, and I kind of don't want to do that. Anyway, so that's about where the controller is going to sit and where the laptop stand is going to sit. Next, let's see. I don't know. I guess we get the power box ready to go. And that's pretty easy. I've got it labeled here where it says power on top. So I know it opens this way. This is the lead for the controller. Plug that in right away. This is the main power. I did this once before and I was freaking out because my controller wasn't powering up and I couldn't figure out why. Well, I had forgotten to plug it in like an idiot. So I'm going to plug it in right away so it's ready to go. Okay, plugged in, ready to go. Now we'll do the, well actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this mic stand right away, since I'm looking at it. And I'll do the microphone. This is right here. And that plugs in right below where the mic controls are, which makes it pretty convenient. Alright, that's done. Ignore her, I'm talking to an animal. Next up, I'll do the laptop. Again, a little awkward because there's no place really for me to grab it one-handed, so I gotta do it from underneath. The hard part is watching me open a laptop. I do it real carefully. So, alright. Now, I can plug that laptop in. I can also go ahead and plug my controller in. There. I'll save those for last. We've got the solid state drive. I'll just set it back here and plug it in here. There's also going to be an HDMI cable going out to the house's video system. That's going to plug in here. Oh, and the main outs, the XLR outs are going to go here. I don't have anything to simulate that, but you get that idea. Now this box is all set. I've got everything plugged in. I take my little foam pad here, put it here, and close the lid most of the way. There's plenty of ventilation around this. Now, go ahead and plug my headphones in. Give a nice little shelf here for my headphones with that box lid shut. And we have the wireless mouse. And I think it's on. Yeah, it's on. Okay, let's power everything up. This time the controller powers up. Not like the last time I shot this. I was too embarrassed to even show you that video. But we're powered up. Computer's powering up. We should be just fine. I'm going to test the microphone real quick. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Yep. I see it bouncing around. That's good. Yeah, that's how long it takes me to get this up and running. The question is going to be, where am I going to have this glide system setting? Is it going to be on the floor? Or am I going to be able to elevate it? If I can elevate it like this, oh, that'd be wonderful. If this is a big 8-foot table I'm going to be working with, be able to just work, right off the same table kind of thing. So getting VDJ up and running is just really a matter of how long is it going to take my computer to boot up. This is a slightly older machine. It's probably about maybe 5 years old, maybe a little older than that. Still works great, but it's 8 gig of RAM, and I'm asking a lot of it, with the new VDJ software. I'm still getting a little indication that it's doing things with a little working circle. Let's go ahead and try to open VDJ. See if it happens. I tried too soon. No, it's right here. For some reason it jumped onto my toolbar. Here it is. Alright. I'm going to throw a track into deck 1. Doesn't matter what track I throw in there, just that one. It's loaded. And we are up and running, man. It's that quick. I think this box really made a big difference on setup and breakdown time. And I'm not going to stare at this any more than I've already stared at it. I feel like that just doing that is kind of driving me crazy. It's good. It's good enough for now. I may do something different with that mic stand because I'm not in love with it. I'll know more about what my options are when I see what the table is that the casino provides. This power box, I think it's going to be okay sitting here. It's not in my way of anything. Remember, I got a left hand. So when I'm working here, I'm doing everything over here. There's no reason to come over here except to grab headphones. So it's not like this is in my way. I did consider, maybe trying to make a power box and integrate a mic stand into it. I thought about that. But if I did that, I'd have to move the power box over to the side, because that's where I need a mic stand, I think. And then I got to run longer power leads because all of the power inputs on both the controller and the laptop are on the right side. I don't know if I could have a mic here and work with it that way. Maybe I could. I don't know. But for now, again, I think we're okay. That's it for today. And hopefully tomorrow I'll do a different kind of video on something other than this. Next time I show you this, hopefully it'll be because I'm showing you how it all fits into that jetpack glide system. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.